Members from the community had the opportunity last week to get a first-hand look at the Panhandle's largest solar project proposal. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. And our top story, development representatives held an open house at the Legacy of the Plains Museum in Gering last week to address questions and concerns about the Satula Energy solar project proposed for southwestern Scottsbluff County. Dulia Energy Vice President of Business Development Scott Ikes addressed numerous issues surrounding the project, including emergency response, road use, national security approval efforts, and workforce. He was also asked about where the power generated would be consumed, to which he said electricity may be fungible once in the grid, but there are limits.
You cannot wheel power from western Nebraska to California and have that be anywhere close to being a profitable endeavor, right? You will get eaten up. You won't have any power left by the time you get to California. Its losses will chew it up. So the electricity coming off is going to go into WAPA's grid. Generally speaking, it's intellectually honest to say it will, for the most part, be consumed in the Rocky Mountain region.
He said the plan is to source all materials inside the U.S., and as far as the $800 million investment to complete the project, Treehouse Capital Management would be raising the funds from investors such as BlackRock and Slate Street. The proposal still needs approval of a conditional use permit, with plans to begin construction late this year and the start of production by the end of 2025. Well, more than 100 brave souls from across the region convened along the banks of the North Platte River in Scottsbluff Saturday morning for the 13th annual Panhandle Polar Plunge. The event is one of the biggest fundraisers for Special Olympics Nebraska and our local athletes, and Charlie Kennedy says it's amazing to see the amount raised each year.
Polar Plunge is our cash cow as far as our fundraiser. It raises the most money, in one event. And we're in Scottsbluff. Most of the meets are in eastern Nebraska, so we have the most expense as far as travel to regional and state games. If we're taking a group of 60 people, we have to charter a bus, we have to provide meals, lodging. It's very expensive. So
Scottsbluff County Sheriff Mark Overman and Chief Deputy Troy Brown led the festivities by leading by example, followed by approximately 20 Special Olympic athletes and their extended families. Group after group, teams took the plunge into the water while dealing with strong wind gusts. A silver lining for our Panhandle Polar Plunge is that High Plains Spas always donates a few hot tubs for plungers to warm up after. And this year, when all was said and done, nearly $30,000 was raised for Special Olympians. We'll have more news right after this.
The journey of a dream becoming reality. When we're young, a dream develops into a passion. That passion continues to manifest and grows as you do. It becomes all you want to do and all you want to be. It gives you direction. It drives you. Then your dream has become a reality. When that dream is ready to be reality, Platte Valley Bank will be with you every step of the way.
Welcome back. A Scottsbluff man who pleaded guilty to a charge stemming from a fatal crash and a separate drug distribution case avoids prison. 24-year-old Quentin Beery was behind the wheel during an August crash when a motorcyclist died when his bike collided with a car making a left turn at the intersection of 23rd and Broadway. Beery and passenger Angelina Palamo both fled from the scene but were later apprehended. Beery also pleaded guilty to a charge of distribution of methamphetamine following a Wing Drug Task Force investigation where he sold narcotics to a CI. On Friday, Judge Leo Dobrovony sentenced Beery to 90 days of probation on the drug conviction and 270 days in jail for failure to stop and render aid. Well, the Sioux County School Board last week extended an offer to Liz Baker to become the district's new superintendent. The board and a committee of community members and teachers interviewed Baker and Chris Freeland to replace Dr. Brett Geese, who will retire this summer after 16 years with the district. The community and teacher committee noted that neither candidate had a lot of experience in preparing school budgets as the primary weakness for each other. Neither candidate currently holds a superintendent endorsement, but both were in the process of completing their certificate. Baker formerly served as an elementary principal in Crawford and currently works in the Alliance School District. And the superintendent of Sidney Public Schools issued a letter to parents Friday warning of the need to make some hard choices as the district works through a worsening financial outlook. In the letter, Andrew Farber said the district has received less than anticipated annual tax collections the past 3 years, faced rising costs due to inflation, and failing state aid, which is anticipated to worsen for the coming school year. Farber said for the next school year, with the projected loss in state aid and tax collection, the district will experience a significant shortfall in funding and is seeking input from district patrons on how to address the situation. He said staff has worked to reduce expenses by up to 3% since last June, but additional measures are being considered, including changes to busing, adjusting staffing levels, and even the potential closure of North Elementary. The Sidney Board of Education plans to hold their March 11th meeting in the high school auditorium at 5:30 p.m. to give the public the opportunity to provide input and direction on the process.
To sum up the past 20 years in one word, exceptional. It's one of our core values. But our people have been truly exceptional. Our customer support has been exceptional. In 20 years, where will Allo be? When we started, we were just a business fiber company. Then the demand came from residential. Now the products of both business and residential just continue to expand. We've got to start with customers' needs and always work backwards. The customers will tell us, and our teammates will take us there.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Now the latest from the Scottsbluff Body and Paint Sports Desk. Scottsbluff Body and Paint. You're driving home our reputation.
Just 2 weeks left to go here in the high school basketball season. Welcome in to the Monday update. And just the 2 weeks left for high school hoops, and some area teams are moving on to the state tournament. Let's start at Scottsbluff High School from Saturday afternoon, where the Scottsbluff girls played their best team game of the season in a district final win over Elkhorn, 52-44. Said on the broadcast, I'll say it again right here, Allie Darnell and Nini Garola take a bow. That duo came in averaging a combined 7 points per game on the season. They came up with career days. Darnell scored 12, Garola 10 off the bench. The role scorers helped lead the way, along with sophomore Ava Reed, who finished with a team-high 14 points. Scottsbluff saw a double-digit lead cut to just 1 in the fourth quarter, but they were able to hang tough and eventually close it out for the win. Scottsbluff set to play in the Class B state tournament against powerhouse Elkhorn North on Thursday night at Pinnacle Bank Arena. That'll be in round 1 at 5 o'clock Mountain Time. Some other teams are also advancing to the state tournament. How about both Bridgeport teams earning their way to Lincoln over the weekend? On Friday night, Olivia Loomis-Girdle scored 28 points as Bridgeport picked up a double-digit win over Gordon Rushville. The Bulldogs get the 4 seed at state this week. They'll open against Minden on Thursday morning at 9:45 Mountain Time. On Saturday, the Bridgeport boys, they had a quick turnaround for their district final. They won at Kearney High School over Freeman, 42-23. Freshman Landon Dean, fellow freshman Hayes Watts, those two combined to score 21. The Bulldogs on the boys' side for Bridgeport, they'll get this entire week off to prepare for the C2 state tournament next week. Who else will qualify for state? Tonight, a pair of Class B boys teams with an opportunity to punch their ticket. Scottsbluff is hosting Seward, and we'll have that one on 107.3 The Trail. That'll start at 4:45 here locally for pregame tip-off at 5 o'clock, while the Gering Bulldogs are on the road at Omaha Roncalli for a 5 o'clock Mountain Time start. Coverage for that one on KMOR 93.3, the stream online also at 4:45. Winners of those two games head off to state next week. And the WNCC men, they earned a hard-fought second-half rally-style win at Trinidad State over the weekend, 77-76, and it's official. The Cougar men, they will host the Region 9 tournament at Cougar Palace next month. And for Cougar baseball, they won 3 of 4 at home in windy conditions over the weekend against Miles, while Cougar softball lost 3 of 4 at Otero. That's the latest today from the Scottsbluff Body and Paint Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
Culture trumps everything else.
In my years, I've never worked for a company that treats people the way this one does.
It is my passion for agriculture that brought me here in the first place, but not only that, there's a huge family-oriented atmosphere within the 21st Century Equipment.
I love working for 21st. They found something in me that I didn't know in myself. An intern to where I'm at now is such a great opportunity, and that is what this company is about.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether you are just starting the business you have always imagined or looking to grow your existing one, we have a business loan to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally, tonight, for more than 2 decades, John Clanton has been the face of local TV sports coverage. Starting in 2001 at KDUH-TV in Scottsbluff, Clanton covered area high school and collegiate athletes with a passion like none other. Earlier this month, it was announced that the Scottsbluff station was shutting down as part of a trade between Gray and Legacy Media. However, on Saturday at Scottsbluff High School, the entire Bearcat family honored John for his hard work before he moves and begins his next chapter as the sports director for KNOP in North Platte.
I just want to thank all of you guys for the support and the watching the TVs and the Twitter responses for over the years. Thank you guys so much. And always remember, the phrase "see ya" is Western Nebraska. So wherever I'm at, see ya is Western Nebraska. Thank you guys.
John and I worked together for 6 years at KDUH and was my first friend in the industry. He is hands down one of the nicest, most genuine, good people I have ever met in my entire life, and wish him nothing but the best as he moves a little bit further east in Nebraska. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.